Oh, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Now it's Kane, back into the middle. Now there's a fine ball. And he's gone backward here. Now it's Messi, and this is Depay.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Nicely shaped ball. Son Heung-min could try cutting inside here. He's picked his way through. And it's claimed by the keeper. Well, it's fair to presume, I suppose, that Lionel Messi will, as almost always, Jim, be carrying a huge burden of expectation here.
Yeah, but it won't bother him at all, Peter. He just delivers without fail time and time again, and often in a way only he can.
Absolutely. So I wonder what the little magician will have in store for us today.
Well, all I shall say is expect the unexpected.
Alexander-Arnold, and he decides to cross it. Good-looking ball. Now, he's got space here.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And a chance! Camavinga. Barcelona still without a single shot on target. Quarter of an hour played.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Kerkez promptly onto that, and that is that. Son Heung-min. Now it's Memphis Depay. He's shifted it to the flank. He's had a shot! And now they can clear their lines. Now then, the ball's come loose. And it's Memphis Depay. It's Memphis Depay! Oh, split-second reaction.
Memphis Depay clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, it was a really good thing he was on standby.
Ugarte, over to the left. Son Heung-min is wide and looking to get onto this. Kerkez. And they'll start all over again with the goalkeeper. He's found a way through. Shot a goal! That has ended up in no man's land. De Ketelaere. Camavinga. Now it's Son Heung-min. Messi finds himself offside. Van Dijk. And it's Reinders. And it's Messi. That's an imaginative pass. And that's not going to reach. Somewhat off target. Son Heung-min is in a really good position out wide. Climbs up big! He will be livid with himself. Now it's Memphis Depay. Camavinga kept his eye on it, and he's there. Kerkez cuts it out. Son Heung-min. Camavinga. Great vision. Well read, nice interception. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And here's Depay. Memphis Depay! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. It's still 0-0, but no shortage of effort. Opts for safety. Out to the left it goes. Tries to pass it through. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And here's Reinders. Van Dijk. Oh, that's well spotted. And it's Son Heung-min. And this is Depay. Pinches it off him. Challenge just a bit on the firm side. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And the referee brings the first half to a close. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps. So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0. And we're off again. So neither side has yet broken through. In with the challenge. Son Heung-min. Memphis Depay. Out to the right. Messi. He has found the way through. And Messi! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Yeah, that was a fantastic run, and it showed how brilliantly energetic he is.
Son Heung-min tries to play it through. Camavinga is wide and looking to get onto this. And that has been cleared. That's a good ball out wide. De Ketelaere.
That's alert and sharp and very well played. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Son Heung-min is in a really good position out wide. Son Heung-min. Son Heung-min is flagged offside. Reinders. And it's Messi. And that was nowhere near his best. Son Heung-min. Oh, we're still waiting for a goal to report here. Ugarte. No way through. Bolly. Ambitious ball here. That is good alertness. Camavinga. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Played back in. Donnarumma gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. A deeply frustrating game so far. Certainly in terms of the scoreline, it remains 0-0. Donnarumma claims comfortably. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Ugarte. And it's Camavinga. Goes for a shot! Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender. Stay onside.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona.
It's their second corner of the game.
Messi será sustituido por el dorsal 11.
Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. It'll be a throw-in. Kane, can he get on the end of this? And he's managed to get free to Catalana! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and base...
To Catalana! And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
And that is out of play. Barcelona perhaps contemplating their next change here. Camavinga, nicely weighted ball. Mbappe has it out wide and in space. Now the delivery. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Valverde. And it's Son Heung-min. Just eases him off the ball. The ball is loose and the chase is on. And this is Son Heung-min. Backward it goes. Kerkez. In it comes. Chance! It's a goal! Finally, the deadlock is broken.
Well, you can see what it means to all of them. A frustrating game, but now they have what they wanted, and they're rightly pumped and ready to go again.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Barcelona have taken the lead. Shoots! He's scored! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Kane really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Manchester United grab the equaliser, and we're all... Takes a shot! And it's goal! Manchester United! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
He would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 14.
There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Played into space. Bastoni kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Just 5 minutes left. Memphis Depay, a header! No, not the best of headers. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Alexander-Arnold makes the interception. Son Heung-min, Mbappe, he's cut it out.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Habrá
5 minutes to add.
Ugarte. Camavinga. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Camavinga.
Mbappe, and the shot! He scores! Dying minutes, and we're all square again.
A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
So all square with almost decent chance!
Oh, the ball's run loose here.
And that is the last effort of the game.
Decent game of football, that. Intense, intriguing. And both sides, as it turns out, unable to be separated.
Son Heung-min picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. So, Jim, how do you reflect on what we've seen?
Well, a decent draw, Peter, with a good mix of action and plenty of talking points, and it ended with the right result, in my opinion.
And that's where we have to end it. From me, Peter Drury, and my co-commentator, Jim Beglin, a very good evening to you all.
So welcome one and all to a picturesque evening here, a clear night, all the ingredients for a showcase game that the passionate crowd demands.
I'm Peter Drury, and it's a pleasure to be alongside Jim Beglin.
Hi, Peter. It's great to be here.
There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special.
And as you can see, we've already started here.
With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, it's easy to forget, isn't it, that strike partnerships used to be the norm.
Absolutely, Peter, but partnerships have proven themselves to be very productive over the years. They carry more might.
And we've had some legendary ones, haven't we?
Yeah, and how it usually works is that you've got one target man with the other striker playing off him and just looking to add another little bit of devilment.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's managed to get free. And that is expertly dealt with.
Well, Peter, at this stage we often focus on the creative and goal-scoring talent, but I'm going to mention a defender in Lilian Thuram. As good as they come for me, very strong and athletic and competent in every other department you care to mention.
Just about the perfect defensive specimen.
Yeah, and I think often underrated.
He's got away. Looks across and plays it in. Oh, that's a fine interception. Gerrard. Well, that looks a decent...
He's had a shot! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front.
Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, it always comes down to the telling final pass, and that was a beauty.
7 minutes is number 15.
Tunisia finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Pull it. That's been cut out, well played. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Now it's Pelé.
Oh, really well played.
And he's got the beating of his man.
He's through and all alone.
Played out to the right. Pelé, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Foot in. And it's Reinders. And there's green grass ahead of him. Memphis Depay showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Messi was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Pull it. Kirkez. Son Heung-min. Camavinga. And it's Kirkez. Reinders. And Alexander-Arnold. And it's Messi. It's a good run down the right. Just coming up to the 30-minute mark. Pelé gets over and intercepts. And they've got a throw. Gravenberg. Not the most accurate pass. Gerrard. Reinders. Now, can they get him away? Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And that is out of play. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And it's Memphis Depay. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Now it's Nedved. And this is Ronaldo. He is through here. Bullish header! He's missed, but not by that far.
Hullet certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't dwell on that. He needs to pick himself up and move on.
Barcelona looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Indonesia finding their passes. Reinders. And it's Alexander-Arnold. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Alexander-Arnold.
Memphis Depay. Chance! It's in! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. And that was as close to certain as can be.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
He's shifting through. Goes for a shot! It's in! Deep into first-half stoppage time, a crucial goal. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it.
Just a quick announcement.
Well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Barcelona are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break.
Substitution for Indonesia, number 18, Pele. Coming on the field is...
And we're off again.
Number 8, Neymar.
No way through. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Face to face with the keeper. Shapes to shoot! Sticks it away! They have come roaring back!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another.
After 48 minutes,
calm, composed, confident.
8,
what a super goal.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Great vision. Ronaldo looking to run onto it. Oh, that's fabulous. Cristiano Ronaldo! Goal!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
And that is a goal worthy of universal appreciation. Even the opposing fans have to recognise the quality there.
And you can see he meant every bit of that, Peter. He had his...
Cristiano Ronaldo is on his own. And that's left him on the seat of his pants. Camavinga, Son Heung-min. And it's Ugarte. Now Van Dijk. Alexander-Arnold. And it's Messi. And it's Reinders. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so. Clearly takes a shot! He scores! The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Messi. Memphis Depay being hounded, manhandled at times.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to really test the referee's patience from here.
Nedved. That's good running with the ball.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Not the most convincing of passes. Reinders. And it's Messi. Opts for safety. Ugarte. Nedved. Gerrard charging forward, the ball at his feet. Camavinga. And he's there to retrieve it. And Alexander-Arnold. He's a sharp little ball here. He has found the way through. Neymar! Kerkez clears.
He has saved the goalkeeper's blushes there. What great defending.
Memphis Depay with 2 goals already to his name. Chips it through. Lahm. Neymar. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Neymar driving forwards. Neymar with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
That's a good ball. Son Heung-min. He's away! And a chance! And it's there! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Indonesia blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. He's found a way through. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Zanetti, the man that is tenacity personified.
There will be 3 minutes added
Thuram.
time.
And time is up. Barcelona illustrating perfectly the fickle nature of football. Everything looked so good for them to start with, but as we have seen so many times, they ended up with nothing.
Please make sure to watch the screen.
Any reflections
for an
on what you've seen, Jim?
information bulletin
Well,
from the
there was a
regional
distinct
police
lack of
department.
clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do. Looking pretty...
welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Well, thanks, Peter. There's a great sense of anticipation in this stadium, and I've been hit by it too.
It really is a sight to behold here as Spotify Camp Nou opens its arms to the Barcelona nation, 100,000 plus in unison.
If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
This looks promising.
Well, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, this guy Saka, I've been praising since day one. Someone who has a great versatility in his game, the right attitude, very clever in how he operates around the pitch, and I think he has the potential to excel in most attacking positions. But when it comes down to it, I'd actually love to see him operate in a number 10 for a spell. I think he could thrive there.
Yeah, he'll be looking for a goal or two.
He has found the way through. Camavinga.
Now it's Memphis Depay.
That has been slung wide.
Over to the left. Son Heung-min finds himself offside.
And it's Reinders. Calafiori gets across to intercept that. Played out to the left flank.
And there's green grass ahead of him.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Son Heung-min.
And he's quick to get it clear again.
Son Heung-min really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner. And
he's had it, and it's in! Oh, that is a late call, but it's the right one.
Oh, his goal-scoring celebrations are going to be cut short. The flag was up for offside, even if the referee didn't spot it straight away.
Disappointment and relief on either side, nothing doing.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
Van Dijk. Nicely weighted ball. Well, that's cause for mild irritation.
Arsenal clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter.
Shot! That's fallen kindly here! Goal! Arsenal!
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Great vision. It's played through for him.
And a chance!
Van Dijk.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Now it's Bellingham. It's a pretty loose pass. Kerkez. Camavinga. Reinders.
Memphis Depay.
Szoboszlai charging forward, the ball at his feet. Mbappe showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Saka has it out wide and in space. Ugarte. Reinders. Engages and forces him off the ball.
That's a modern defender's instinct from a modern coach's mindset.
Oh, shooting chance! Oh, taken with style. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Well, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Oh, that was beautifully done. They were ready to pounce, and they were clinical when the opportunity presented itself.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Now, this could be a chance.
And the shot!
Well, now it's a race for the ball. That has ended up in no man's land. And it's made its way to him. That is a brilliant interception. Ugarte. And it's Son Heung-min. Ball's gone out of play.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Played right into his path.
And the shot! Relentless! Just relentless! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
A finish of great intelligence. He just understood and he executed so smoothly.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
A case now of complete control. And he opts to go forward. And it's half-time here. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Se ruega a nuestros espectadores que obedezcan en todo momento las indicaciones de nuestro personal de seguridad.
Here we go again then. So, 45 minutes to turn it round. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Bellingham receives it in a good position here.
Decent chance!
Oh no, a quite unbelievable miss.
Arsenal certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Not the most convincing of passes. Referee's given a throw. And here's Soboslai. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Now this could be a chance.
Takes a shot! No mistake! Just cruising! They are cruising!
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. He might be in here! Alexander-Arnold. Reinders. Oh, that's delightful. Oh, that's a key interception. They get a throw in. Rodri. That's a good ball out wide. And that pass just didn't quite work. And he's intervened well there.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir it.
He's having a shot!
He's put it wide.
Oh, such good technique as well. That was exquisite. It's a real shame he couldn't find the finish after that.
Alexander-Arnold. Tries to play it through. That's a throw. Akanji.
Arsenal have really been terrific at snuffing out the threat. Now for something different.
Real chance here.
Goes for a shot! He's scored! And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And yes, it's him again.
It's become a case of men against boys.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
He's got away, and he's in on... Tries a shot!
And he couldn't quite make it 6.
Arsenal really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Arsenal with the corner. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
A continuación, se podrán ver en el marcador estadísticas detalladas sobre...
Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. I've been soaking up the atmosphere, and I'm really looking forward to what lies in store.
Well, there's a real familiarity about these scenes here. The followers of one of the most formidable teams in the history of football, ensuring that, yet again, this will be an occasion for the game's ultimate glitterati. So that's got things underway. Well, here's your hero, goal scorer, match winner, saviour, all in one. Lionel Messi is indeed one of a kind, and history shows that he is all of those things and so much more.
Yeah, and we can testify to that, having covered quite a few of those games where he showed the very best qualities.
Yeah, time after time, it is a tale of the extraordinary, and we've come to expect the extraordinary from him.
We have.
Now that looks a decent ball. Son Heung-min. Oh, that's fabulous. Tomori does really well to win the ball there. Foden. Now there's a fight. Memphis Depay! Goal! Barcelona! Barcelona are in front. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
That's expertly finished, and he's done that so often.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. That is good alertness. Van Dijk kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Alexander-Arnold. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Now it's Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Can he get it through? Cute ball now, how can he reach it? And he's managed to get free. Akanji did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Camavinga. Now it's Mbappe. Messi stood up well to him there. And it's Ødegaard. Nicely weighted ball. And he's intervened well there. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. It's Memphis Depay! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, that was no routine save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence. Barcelona with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. Backward it goes. Camavinga. And now they can spring out of defence. Akanji gets across to intercept that. Barcelona are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Alexander-Arnold. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Played with finesse. Nice interception, well timed. Tries to get it clear.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Pinches it off him. Tries to pass it through. And it's Son Heung-min. Now, can they get him away? And it's made its way to him. He's had a shot! Reinders. Played out to the left flank. Now it's Messi. Looking to play him in. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Great defending, strong and determined. He's had it taken off him. Distributed tidily. Cristiano Ronaldo. Diogo Dalot gets into some space. And the shot!
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Son Heung-min!
He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Barcelona have themselves a chance from the spot to further improve their position of comfort. Calm as you like, and they're running away with it. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
It reached its target, but it was almost stopped from maybe good goalkeeping homework.
Barcelona are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Barcelona heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Messi. Well, played right into his path. Son Heung-min. Diogo Dalot, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Oh, good-looking ball. Looking for options for movement. Time and again they are repelled. Reinders. Kerkez. And it's Son Heung-min. And it's Kerkez. Aimed beyond the defence. And this is Ronaldo. That's an excellent interception. Camavinga. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. It's Neymar! Good effort, and it is right on half-time.
Barcelona are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say, deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Barcelona sitting pretty here at half-time, 2-0 up. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. He's found a way through. No foul, says the referee. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Can he finish?
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
He's a sharp little ball here. Here it is, crossed in. Van Dijk getting this one clear. And this is... There's the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught on it here. Crossed into the middle.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Ødegaard. This looks promising. Ugarte. Memphis Depay receives it in a good position here. That's an imaginative pass. And he's certainly onside here. Akanji. Barcelona with this 2-goal lead. They're certainly looking much the more assured side. Big chance, must be! Decent chance! He's scored! That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
What a difference a half-time rocket from the manager can make. This is exactly the response he'd be looking for.
Diogo Dalot cuts it out.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled. That's just playing it safe and simple.
That has ended up in no man's land. Ugarte. Barcelona finding their passes. That's a good ball out wide. Well, Jim, it is abundantly clear that the tone of this game has changed markedly within the last few moments.
Well, it has, because the deficit has now been halved, Peter, and because of that, it seems to have developed into some sort of shock for them, and it's going to be very interesting to see how they can take it on from here.
And he's quick to snatch it back.
Ugarte, Memphis Depay, and that has been clubbed away. Foden. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Ronaldo has got himself a free kick. Van Dijk has been shown a second yellow, just to confirm. He is therefore off. Pass somewhat off target. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Played back in. Out to the right. He's in space and looking for options. That's a throw.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 8, Messi. El dorsal 7, el dorsal 9.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
El dorsal 11, el dorsal 27.
He's shifting through the gears here. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cristiano Ronaldo. He is through here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Ronaldo receives it in a wide position. Serginho. Oh, well measured. Memphis Depay gets, and the shot! It's there! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Yeah, that's what the game is all about. Excitement and entertainment. What a lovely moment.
Barcelona go 2 up and into a position of real strength. Well, he's having a shot! And it's in! And what a climax we have here! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
We have got ourselves a game here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Akanji. Barcelona close now to seeing this one through to the end. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Nice looking ball. Well read, nice interception. He's in a great position here. Taken back almost at once. Can he get on the end of this? And that's it. Barcelona have emerged victorious in this match of thrills. The odd goal ultimately proving the difference. Memphis Depay picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, I think what was key, Peter, in this game was how the team set the right tone. Once they went ahead, that was pretty much that. It was a cruise to the final whistle.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.